how do you engage as the warrior in the kingdom age? And as we've looked at it, it takes some recalibration. We really need to recalibrate our attitudes for the kingdom age. And what does that look like when we understand spiritual warfare or the absence of it when you are walking in who you are?
So this is kind of a review slide of last week where what Martin was sharing, choosing to see every situation through Father's eyes of love and restoration, only doing what he is doing or showing us to do. And our challenge is to rest in love. And sometimes that's where, the work that we do is in learning how to really love in all situations and all people.
And that goes so much deeper than what we think.
Yeah.
So the values of a warrior, okay? So here's some of the things that we look at when we think of a warrior. We think of the passion of a warrior, the movement and the power, and the idea that as a warrior, we want to overcome. We want to overcome whatever the opposition is that we're called to overcome. And so we want to just look at the definitions of some of these, because I think for the kingdom age, we need to begin looking at things a little bit differently than we did in the church age.
And a lot of what we do is modeled after, are we operating out of the tree of life or the tree of knowledge of good and evil? And so this is just kind of something Father downloaded to me, looking at these values of the warrior, is there's still room for passion. We don't want to shut down passion. We don't want to just be passive doing nothing. But it's passionate love that seeks to restore. And that is the key difference, is what is the intention of our heart? Because we can do activities that look exactly the same, and one can be from the tree of life and one can be from the tree of knowledge of good and evil. And so what is that intention? In the old way, it was passionate emotions that tended to divide or destroy. And honestly, that's what we're seeing in our world today, is this polarization.
Yeah, so one of the things that I've been bringing up and talking about is the word passion. When we look at the word passion, there's one big leader out there that kind of put this out there, and it's become a thing to where he would say, he with the most passion wins. And there's some truth to that. However, that comes from a black and white tree of knowledge, good and evil thing, to where honestly, someone could have more passion for something that's wrong and win because they have more passion. In other words, they have this zeal and this fight in them. But my question would be, what's the attitude behind that? What is the frequency that's coming out of that? Yeah. So that would be a question, because I believe that the passion that Father puts in us, he puts a passion in each and every one of us for a specific thing that's designed to help the body of Christ. It's a beautiful thing. So passion that God has put in you is a beautiful thing. Oftentimes we use the word passion, and it's kind of an excuse as, to go out and bang heads or, want to yell and scream and picket and, that type of thing. I'm not saying that specific thing is wrong, but again, it's the attitude of the heart. What's coming out of the heart? Is it true love and light, or is it got an angst behind it?